Alright, there's a picture of my new rat building. Just got it finished. Today is the 14th of July. I've got just a few more things to get finished on it, but most part it's finished. So I'm going to go inside and film a little bit on the inside. Okay everyone, we're in my rat room. I've just about got it complete. All I lack is putting a little bit of siding up in that corner there and putting my entrance cable for my power. At the moment I have it just running off of an extension cord. There's my air conditioner. It's a 5200 BTU, just window unit. At the moment I have it running off of a control panel that I somewhat threw together. Just a few contactors, relays, and time delays to operate my air conditioner, and soon to have a heater plugged into that plug there. And all of that is controlled by this White Rogers thermostat. It does pretty much everything. It's 7-day programmable. I can set it many different programs for each day, so I can adjust the temperature, hold it for my nighttime drops, raise it up in the day, and it does fine. It controls my exhaust fan, my heat, my air. Right now I just have a small rat rack in the corner right there, the black tubs. Those are just the mortar mixing tubs, and I've got 1 to 4 ratio on the rats there. I've got a couple pregos in my mouse rack. I still have yet to build a larger rat rack for my rats, but I'm trying to get my mice going right now. These are just cat litter pans, and there's some mice. I just pulled some hoppers out last night for a customer, and they're doing pretty good. I've only got about 4 different bins that are really producing heavy, and the rest of them are young. Here's some of my colored mice. Some people don't care what color they are, some do. I'll try to phase out a lot of my colored mice, but I have it 3 wide and 6 deep. By running 1 to 5 ratio, or to be able to produce over 400 mice off of this one rack. The next rack I build will be a little bit different. This here is built out of 2x2s, and it seems to hold up fine, but my feed hoppers, they're just a little bit too shallow. You have to feed these up. I fill these up pretty regular, a little bit more often than I would like. You start getting 30 babies in there and they can wipe that out in no time. My next one, I'm going to turn the 2x4s up on the side, so that will give you 3.5 inches of a feed hopper there. I'm using 1/4 inch wire on my mice. It seemed to do pretty good. 1/4 inch wire is too small for them to eat the dog food through. They can't get to it good enough, and they will starve to death if you was to try to use 1/4 inch wire for their feed. So I have come in, and I don't know if I can rake out enough, and then if you could see, you can see like right there that I've cut a little pattern of holes, so it makes it a 1/2 by 1/4 hole, and they seem to be doing fine. The only problem I'm having with these mice is when I wean them, they seem to not be smart enough to use these automatic waterers. I've lost a few mice before I figured out what was the problem, but now that I have been taking and putting some of these little blue water bowls in there to get them started. They've done filled this one up with shavings. But once I get them started, they seem to find the nipple all right and do just fine. Here's one of those Prego rats. She's got her rat pups, and she's got a few more that was born from a couple other females that I did not know were pregnant. But I've got all colors. Got some black and whites here, solid whites. I've got the blues, the blacks, and I even have a couple brown ones as well. Like I said, there's a few pet shops that don't mind having the colored mice. They sell just fine, but there's a few that want white only. So, but this room is a 16 by 12, and I'm hoping to put one more full 4-foot rack there, and I'm considering going all the way up to the ceiling, or close to. I'm using these pine shavings here. They're real fine. They're not real bad dusty. There's about some of the better ones I've tried in a while. That's the bag that they came in. I've been picking them up at the Dixie Reptile Show. I've been also feeding my rats a pelletized lab rat food. This is Sand Valley. Been getting it from Dean. Actually, I've been picking it up down at the Dixie Reptile Show, getting it from Justin Cagle, and he's done me pretty good on it, and I'm well pleased. So, that's the same place I get my pine shavings. I've tried these other pine shavings you get at the pet shops. They're too coarse, too dusty, and just haven't been really pleased with them at all. But this that I've got now, it seems to be pretty good. My room's a little messy at the moment. It's still under construction, like I said. The lighting is kind of poor. I thought I was going to be able to get by with having one of these fluorescent 4-foot, but I think I'm going to have to place one on each end of it as well, and I think I'll get enough light that way. And all of my siding on here, as you can see, that it's just small pieces of OSB, 8 foot long, 20 inches wide. I picked that up at a mobile home manufacturing factory, and that was some scrap that they had run off, so I come by it pretty cheap, and it works good. It's better than using sheetrock. It holds a good R value to it, adds to my R13 insulation on my side walls, and also R19 in the ceiling, which I plan on doubling before the winter sets in, so I don't have to pay near as much to heat it. That's my plug for my exhaust fan. I'll be putting a squirrel cage fan here that came out of a furnace. It'll be going right there. I'll be cutting that little old square out there and mounting it, and it will also be controlled by my control box there, and it is set up that whenever my air conditioner is running as it is now, if it was to be time for my exhaust fan to come on, it will wait 8 minutes after the air conditioner has gone off before it will come on, but the timer will still be running continuously. So if it's at the end of the exhaust cycle when it comes on, it just won't run for that time. It'll skip. That way I just don't pump all of my cool air or warm air out, whichever it may be. But that's my rat room. Just about got it finished, and I'll have some more videos at a later date when I get some more racks. I'm hoping to be able to put me about 10 more racks in here, and some of those will be rats and the rest will be mice. So I hope to have a video soon. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.